This is RampCrab's Carbon Fibre SCX24 chassis. I'm gonna do a little review thing on it because I've seen a lot of people wondering if they're good or not. So I'm gonna kind of explain what I think of it and if it's actually worth buying. So this kit is super cheap. The one that I have is the one that includes the links and the skid plate. So I will take the body off here and you can inspect it. So with the body off, you can see the carbon fiber frame rails. These are 2 millimeters thick, so they are quite beefy. We've got the magnet body mounts already installed. I did flip the magnets around so I could use just these standard magnets that I already had glued to this body. I am using the RampCrab skid plate and links. These links are brass and the skid plate is brass as well. Now this chassis has a 7-degree angled skid, which isn't the most ever, but does the job. Gives you a bit more clearance while still not being too crazy looking. So you can still fit all your scale hard bodies on it, whatever you want. I saw a lot of people talk about the hardware and how bad the hardware is, saying that it keeps stripping and rounding off. And I did not notice that. When I was building this, the hardware was actually really good. And now you noticed I'm missing a screw there on both sides. It's just entirely because I forgot to put them in, but oh well. I haven't had a single problem with the hardware. You just gotta be really gentle with them. If you have an electric screwdriver, don't go full blast on them, and they'll survive fine. Also, all of the threads, like in the chassis itself, and the metal parts, are all fine. Didn't notice any issues with those. Also, sorry for my shaking. It's really cold out here. it's like 6 to 8 degrees right now. I don't remember. It's not very warm. Battery tray. I'm using the long one here that this kit comes with. And as you can tell, it is 3D printed. Now, quite a few things on this are 3D printed, like the sliders and of course the battery trays. But the print quality is honestly really good. As you can see, I can barely see it. Print quality is honestly really good, and they seem like they're gonna hold up pretty well. But you know, 3D printed stuff, really light. Honestly, pretty good for this sort of thing. Now, some more fit and finish stuff. The chassis is quite a bit wider, or quite a bit longer than the original SCX24 chassis. So it is a couple more millimeters. It's only, I think it was only like 4 or 5 more millimeters compared to the original Jeep wheelbase. So it does mean that your drive shafts are going to be a little bit sketchy. So try to keep it as low as possible so you don't risk the drive shafts falling out. But other than that, I don't think I had any other issues with this build. Now I do need to dial in the body fitment. As you can tell, the back's not entirely on the magnets, so it's a little bit off-centered. But performance-wise, it is quite good still. I noticed the 7-degree skid is definitely noticeable. It's definitely noticeably better than stock, but noticeably worse than an 11. But it's not bad at all though. Like, you can still do a lot with this. Oh, my body popped off of the mounts. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm part of Big Battery Gang because I like having my rigs last for more than 3 seconds before having to swap a new battery into them. So I'm running big ol', I don't even remember what these are, I think they're 1800s. Big ol' 1800 batteries. And they actually fit pretty well on this chassis, although they don't give me very much room to cable manage anything. But I can get like a couple weeks of battery life out of this thing. Which is also good because my low voltage cutoff, as I said, is reversed. So instead of cutting the throttle when the battery is dead, it'll go full throttle and you lose all steering. I know, amazing. Moving on to a little bit more of a difficult section here. This thing does perform amazing. And yeah, it is, and keep in mind it is really cold, so these tires are not at their best. These are the INJORA Swamp Stompers, the 58mm ones. And they hate the cold, but they are still pulling through really good. The extra weight from the brass links and the brass skid plate help a lot with grip. Got a couple more rocks in the big pile, so let's see how this thing can do here. Gotta start making some bridges here. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit this line again, but we can definitely give it a try. There's a lot of pine needles in the way. Oh, and we got it with muddy tires and in the cold. Look at that. Now you're probably wondering what I'm upgrading, what this chassis is an upgrade from. My previous chassis was a 3D printed chassis from Thingiverse. 11 degree skid, had a skid plate that came with it, and both of them were pretty decent, but I did notice a couple issues with it. Number one, it was 3D printed, and my printer is not the highest end when it comes to print quality, so the overall quality of the chassis was very low, and it did not want to stay together. So I ended up having to replace pretty much everything multiple times, and just kind of decided it's enough and decided to try this out. Notice this kit was only $46 Canadian at the time, so thought it would be a good idea. And we have a friend. Hi, friend. You're gonna get driven over today. Look at you. Let's see if I try to just slowly crawl it. Hold on FOC. When these tires bite, they do bite. These are mounted to INJORA's Brass wheels, Brass Beadlocks. I'll try to get links for all the stuff I've got on this truck. Yeah, I'm not making this. Oh, friend is though. Friend is escaping. Okay, so it holds on here. And now vertical, I've noticed a big increase in the vertical performance with both the limiting strap and the extra lower weight from the brass links and brass skid plate. Previously I was running 3D printed links and skidplate, which both sucked because they kept breaking. And stripping screws, or stripping threads. Because one of the big problems with the 3D printed stuff is that when you have threads in them, the threads tend to just rip themselves to shreds from any screws that you put in them. So yeah, I think that's gonna finish it up here for this little review. Oh, I gotta fix the little ears, the front bumper mount ears. They hit the servo, but yeah, I think that's it for this review. My overall rating of this chassis is, I don't know, I'd say it's like an 8 out of 10. Some things that could be improved 100%, like higher skid angle, and maybe better quality screws, because I guess some people have been having issues with them, but I don't know. It's been pretty great for me. Been pretty happy with its performance now. And yeah, it is 100% worth it if you want a super cheap, really good chassis kit that comes with basically anything that you could want. So yeah, that's it. See ya.